David Zamolata. In today's video, I would like to talk about expediting. I've been getting a lot of questions, people asking me, what is a good company to work for? And, you know, that kind of thing. And I've been trying to kind of like say which company I work for. But to be honest with you guys, there's a lot of good companies out there. There's some companies I haven't worked with, but I know many of my friends or, you know, other acquaintances and stuff that I meet that they drive for and they're really happy with it. And some guys only drive for one company. Some guys drive for like 20, and they wouldn't be driving for 20 if they were all bad. It all depends kind of like on what you're looking for. So I kind of want to give you guys some insights so you could make that decisions a little bit better for yourself, because everybody's different. I'm one of those people, I kind of like to work with one, you know, and just try to basically take all the load from that one. What is some advantages of working with one company? Well, first of all, guys, whenever you take loads from that company and you deliver the loads, okay, let's say you've been driving all night and in the morning you're trying to sleep, okay, and this is not unheard of, okay. At 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning, you go to sleep. So now you gotta sleep all morning, okay? Well, if you're working for 20 companies, they're gonna start calling you immediately. They don't know you've been driving, you know, so they're gonna be asking you, are you available? Are you available? Are you available? What's your location? So you're gonna be sleeping there and you're gonna be like, oh, okay. And you don't even know what to do, you know, should you put your phone on silent? But then you're thinking, well, it's a new day. Let's say it's Wednesday, you're thinking, man, I could take a load today sometime, but I'm tired as crap and I gotta get my sleep, but I can't because I'm getting all these text messages and phone calls and stuff with companies calling you. So that becomes a pretty big issue because you need your rest. Because you might only get a load at 2 o'clock in a day, 3 o'clock in a day, 4 or 5 o'clock in a day, and someone will try to give you a load right away, immediately. So you might not be up to your, you know, best performance at that time because you're sleeping, you're tired, you know, because you've been driving all night. So this is one of the advantages of me working for one company, is that I already know how they work because I've been with them for a long time.
1 miles. Keep left.
Let me pause that way this is not going to be bothering you all day. So basically the company knows me, they understand how I work. They know what to expect from me, and I know what to expect from them. If we have a trust relationship built up to where I know they're gonna pay me on time, and I know what kind of loads that they give me, you know, are they fair or they're not fair? And some companies are more fair than others. Some, okay, I'm not gonna get into that right now. But anyways, about mine, they just text me. That's all they do. They text me when they do got a load. They don't text me for every single load that's out there. Hey, do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want this? Do you want that? And because they already know, I'll say yes to the load. So you don't want to be a yes person for every company, because some will take advantage of that and they'll just give you stuff that is just crap. But this company that I work with, they don't take advantage of me. They're really fair. And when they have something, they just go ahead and call me up when they do. If I'm not sleeping or something, sometimes they'll still call me if I'm sleeping. It does not matter. I don't have no particular rule about that. But generally speaking, all they do is they send me a text to let me know that they got it. Sometimes they'll go ahead and call me, and they're like, hey, we got this load. You know, are you interested in taking it? Because this is not generally where the load is going. So they're interested in hearing my thoughts because I might not want to go in that direction. I'll give you an example. Just the other day, I was sitting in Kentucky, pretty much, it was like 2 o'clock in the daytime, so it wasn't too bad. It was like just 2 o'clock. It was Tuesday, so it's Wednesday right now. You guys gonna get our most recent video. This is today's video, guys. This is Wednesday, 8:39 a.m. Driving to Texas, by the way, guys, from Michigan. But anyways, guys, I was sitting in Kentucky Tuesday. It's 2 o'clock in the daytime, and so my company calls me up, and you know, they're really nice about it. They're like, we're really sorry, you know, we've been beating you all day and we can't really find you nothing. And some companies, you know, to trust that or not to trust it, because you're thinking, you know, they probably forgot about you. And you know what? That happens. They can forget about you. But with my company, we have a general type of trust. You know, I trust them. You know, guys, if you work with somebody, you got to be able to trust them. If you don't trust them, then don't work for them. I don't know. That's just my rule of thumb. It's only common sense. I do trust my company, and you know, trust by verify. But you know what? I've been already working with them many years, so really don't have to do that. And I kind of owe my success to them, guys, because I wouldn't be able to do it without them. Okay. So, anyways, at 2 o'clock, they give me a call, and they're like, "We have this load. It's gonna go to Virginia." So I'm thinking, yeah, Virginia, pretty good. I live in South Carolina. I'm thinking I might just go home after, you know. But they're like, "No, this is near Baltimore." I'm like, "Oh, Baltimore. Okay, doesn't seem like I don't want to go there, you know, because it's 500-mile load. Normally I would go, but Baltimore, we don't do a lot of stuff out of Baltimore. You know, I already know what areas we are good in, and this is something you gotta have to realize where your company is good, you know, and stuff. But I'll get into that. So, anyways, they said it's going to Baltimore, but guess what else is going to in that direction? Hurricane Jose. Okay, he was heading for New York and you know, that kind of thing. So, you know, just a general idea. This is not a news channel, so I'm not going to give you exact. So I'm thinking, look, I'm not going to take my chances in going to an area where the hurricane's going to visit. Yeah, it might be a little bit in the ocean or on the side, but it's still going to create some pretty bad weather. And hurricane's unpredictable, you know. So I might even decide to just head out of there once I deliver. And besides, if I would go there, that means I would be delivering sometime in the morning. I guess in the morning, like Tuesday. It would have been actually Tuesday morning. So this was actually Monday, guys, or Tuesday. I don't know. I'm confused now, guys. I do so many loads, man. My mind's just going, man. Sorry about that. Yeah, actually, this was Monday. Sorry, I realized it. This was actually Monday. Gosh, this week is going by quick. I mean, it's already Wednesday. This is crazy. So this was actually Monday at 2 o'clock. Really sorry about that, guys. Why it's important? Because Tuesday by 8 o'clock in the morning, Hurricane Jose was supposed to hit somewhere close to New York, right in that area. So I already checked the weather data and stuff. I have you know, weather bug, but it doesn't really show sometimes, you know, about the hurricane. So you have to watch YouTube and whatnot, and you know, find your good sources and stuff for that. But anyways, I knew hurricane was coming, so I'm like, you know, take that load. And I'm like thinking, whoa, no, actually, don't take the load, because I said there's a hurricane coming. Yeah, you know, because I remembered. So they're like, oh, okay, we're not gonna take it. And then I think, man, after 6 they called me and they said, man, we're really sorry, you know, we can get you nothing today, you know, that kind of thing, you know. And I'm like, it's okay, I'm not worried. I'd rather sit in Kentucky a day than, you know, sitting in Virginia a day. Besides, it might be like bad weather down there. So I'm like, you know, I got faith you guys gonna find me something. Well, sure enough, then, you know, they texted me. They had something local going on. So I went ahead and did that. They said, you know, do you wanna take this 100? I mean, not 100, but 300. Well, not really local. It was going to Michigan, but you know, Michigan is like 380 miles load. I kind of think of those as locals because there's not a lot of money in that. So it's not long distance, not what I prefer. But they're like, hey, it's going to Michigan. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah, sure. Michigan's a good area for me. So I come to Michigan, and again, we're having some issues because it's like Tuesday, and for some reason my company came get me out, and the parking lot was full of vans, and by the time 2 o'clock hit, man, there was only 5 vans left, including me, at the dealership. I mean, the dealership, at the truck stop. This is at the 32, exit 32A, Woodhaven, Michigan, Flying J. So I wasn't too worried, guys, because that's what I was like talking about. I delivered like 7 o'clock in the morning. I needed some sleep. So I knew the company was going to try to look something for me like at 2 o'clock. You know, they're allowing me to rest. Usually I don't rest that long, but you know, I was working kind of hard, I guess, you know, so I needed some extra rest. Even though, you know, if they called me sooner, I would have got it sooner. It doesn't matter, you know. But they didn't have nothing that day, I guess, something, you know, interesting. So then they had this local round for me yesterday, which was Tuesday. And they're like, hey, you want this $150 local round? And this is actually a good example, guys. I'm not really going off topic here. This is kind of like what to expect from companies. Sometimes you get a loads like 350 miles a day and 380, plus you got some deadhead. And then the next day you might get something else, which is 150 miles or something. But in this case, they said, look, can you do a local round for 150 bucks? Normal I charge 300, 250 to 300, just so you guys know, for a local round with your companies. But this particular company, sometimes they name a rate, sometimes I just take whatever they offer me. You know, it's one of those situations. I don't have to really bargain with them. They're pretty fair. I only had to go like 20 miles to pick it up, guys, and 8 miles to deliver. It's not bad to get 150 bucks in my book. But so I did that, guys. So let me make another example. What is some of the local runs that you could get $300 for, like, or even you know, let me remove this notifications here. Let's say a load is going 80 miles. You need to actually go 80 miles to go pick it up. And just to give you an example, you might be sitting home, or you might be sitting in some kind of good location, and you know you're in a good area. But now it's gonna, you need to drive 80 miles to pick it up, 40 miles to deliver. You know, for something like this is local. I mean, you're gonna pretty much waste, let's just say 3 hours doing this load, and you might miss out on a bigger opportunity. There might be a bigger load that's gonna come up, and well, you're doing that little short run, so you're not gonna get it. So in that case, I would say between $250 and $300, guys. And some people even say higher than me. Some people might say $350. Okay. So there's that. But that might be only like, let's say like in the morning or something, like between 9 and 2 o'clock. So you still got a chance of doing something good. You might not want to take a shorter run at the end of the day. And by end of the day, I mean like from like 2 to 5 or 2 to 6, because then certainly you will lose out on opportunity taking another load. So most likely you're gonna drive 40 miles to pick it up. I mean 80 miles to pick it up out of your way, then drive another 40 miles probably in the opposite direction. So then you gotta think about this like this, guys. You just driven almost 150 miles, and I know the math is not correct, not because I don't know how to count, but that's the way I like to think. Even if it's like 40 miles, you still gotta think it's gonna be like an hour or something of work, because other than that, I mean, we're not hourly employees here. We're, you know, this is a business. So anyways, you're about 150 miles away. Now you're taking yourself out of a really nice area that you were in, and that means you're gonna have to deadhead back to your previous location. So that's like another 150 miles on top of that. Let's say even 250, you know. Guys, that's like 5 hours of lost time, and plus not including delivery time and you know, traffic and stuff. So that's something to think about. This is why this load might be like 300 bucks, 350 bucks. This is why you have to think sometimes. You're thinking, wait a minute, is this going opposite direction? Is this load actually coming back? Like if it's like 80 miles to pick it up, 80 miles to deliver, but you're gonna end up in the same city like you were in, and you like that city, well, that's 160 miles. So you might say 200 bucks, 250 bucks, because you know it's gonna take you about 2.5 or 3 hours to do it. But you're also gonna end up being in the same place, so it's not gonna be like a lost time. You know, guys, it's just everybody does it differently. I like to think about it like this. And I'm throwing some examples out, guys, because this is how I do it, and I've been doing this for the past years. I'm not gonna say I'm the best at it, but I've certainly had successes that others didn't. You know, not because I'm better, it's just because of my decisions that I have made. In the long run, they paid off for me. you know. So that's why I'm trying to pass down my information to you guys, and you do whatever you want with it. You could customize it to your liking, because you know it is doable. So guys, by taking this little short run yesterday, Tuesday, okay, this set me up for this nice Texas one. It's not always gonna happen, but because this load was in Texas, I didn't care. I went ahead and just did it. My company is able to find me loads sometimes all the way till 9 o'clock, sometimes till 10, 11. Maybe some of you guys, you don't want to work all night. You might not want to pick up a load at 11 o'clock at night to go somewhere. Me, I don't care. I'll work 24/7. And they know that, man. When I pick up a load, man, like this load is 1,200 miles, I'm just going to drive 1,200 miles, guys, till the end. That's just the way I work. I'm not going to, like, drive and slow, take time and stuff. You know, I'm just not going to do that. I work. When I work, I work. Okay? So getting back to this little thing, how did I set myself up for this? So once I actually delivered that load, I actually drove to a truck stop, 20 miles. And, well, actually, no, I didn't drive to a truck stop. I'm sorry. I drove, you know where the 32A, there's a truck stop there. But across the street, there's Lowe's, and there's LA Fitness down there. And that's actually where I signed up for my own fitness, LA Fitness type of membership. So I came there, this was about 8 o'clock at night. I came there, I was going to go to the fitness center, and they closed at 11. So I was going to just go enjoy myself. I was going to go to, you know, like in a hot tub and just chill. You know, I like to do that sometimes. Hot tub, pool, sauna, you know, you name it. I would like to get more into sports, but I kind of just like to chill sometimes, you know, just relax. So I come to the parking lot, and I'm just talking on the phone and stuff to my best friend, which is my wife. We talk on the phone like we just found each other, you know. So I was like talking over there like almost like 2 hours with her, just in the parking lot. And I only had like 1 hour to do whatever I wanted to do in the fitness center. But that's besides the point. During that time, my company called me. They're like, hey, we got this load going to Texas. It picks up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And you have to drive 80 miles to pick it up. It's like basically 88 miles to pick it up. And it's going to Grand Prairie, Texas, out of Flint, Michigan. So if you want, you can do the miles. It's like 1,230 some miles, you know. That kind of thing. So I said, okay, great, you know. So this is the same day. This is Tuesday. So I got a short run, and I also got this run. So what this tells me, well, this day's now covered. Like you take some of those miles. Let's say you take 500 miles, and you put it to, well, actually you take 400 miles, and you add it to the day that I just had, which was Tuesday. So that's $150 plus whatever I'm gonna make out of the 500 miles. And why did I say 500 miles when I got like a 1,200 mile run? Well, that's because I'm gonna end up making somewhere $600 or more per that day, and that means about 700 more miles plus, you know, would be for this day. So it comes out to be pretty good, guys, because I end up making pretty good steady type of income. And this is an example. Like, don't worry if you're gonna be like not gonna have a load this day, or have a little short one this day. Just one simple long load is gonna make up your whole week. You know, you take little chunks of it and add it to those days, and you come up with an average of how many miles you drive and stuff. So that ends up being like 500 miles a day. So if you drive 500 miles a day, 5 days a week or 6 days a week, look, you drive about between 2,500 and 3,000 miles in a week. That's pretty good. So 3 weeks like that, you got 9,000 miles. You know, 4 weeks like that, you got like 1,300 miles or something. So some months they have like 5 weeks, so you could be about 1,500 miles. So you see where I'm getting at, guys? And I know this is common sense. I'm just telling you guys kind of like what I do, you know. Not trying to tell you like what to do or nothing. I'm just telling you how it works out for me. I just don't worry about it. I leave the company alone. I don't bother them. And this leads me to my next point. Whatever company you decide to work with, and I'll give you guys kind of like some advice where to go and whatnot, you know, to try to find a company. Do not annoy them. Do not try to like call them all the time. Hey, are you looking for a load? Is there something available? Those kind of. They really get annoyed by that because you guys try to figure this. You're sitting in office, you got phones ringing off the hook, you got drivers, and I would like to do the math with that, like on that for you guys, but depending on how many drivers the company have, the more drivers they got, the more employees they're gonna have. And some companies, they just don't have the manpower. They might have like 2 people working because it's a small family company, and that's what I work for. I work for a family company. It's just one person doing all the work, and I don't know how many drivers they got, but let's say they got 30 drivers. I mean, and everybody's calling that same day. They got to find loads for every single day. So there's only 8 hours in the day. So try to divide how much time they could actually spend with each driver. Not a lot of time. If there was 10 hours in the day, so that means it's like, they probably could give us, I don't know, 30 minutes each, give or take. And I'm just saying that like personal time. And this is anything from receiving a text message from you, you calling them throughout the day, plus they're looking for a load for you. So that's pretty tight. So you're running a tight ship there. It's like they're gonna be pretty annoyed. So those kind of companies, if you work with them, they're not gonna be real happy, that you bother them and stuff, and that kind of thing. So anyways, that's pretty much common sense. But another thing I do want to mention: do not cuss these companies out, guys. It's just as simple as that. Like, what I mean by that, man. Guys, how many people I see, the company calls them up and they offer them a load, and just because they think it's a bad load, they're like, F you, and blah blah blah. Guys, what kind of loads do you think you're gonna get? I'm not saying you guys do that, but that's just an example. This is what some people do. And what do you think that company's gonna do? They're just not gonna tell you nothing. You're gonna be sitting there. If they still haven't fired you, well, they can't really fire you. They could stop working with you. You're a contractor. You're not an employee. So what does this mean? We're contractors, so it means we're business people. We are in business for ourselves. We actually have to have a corporation for tax reasons. This is something I'll get into in later videos and help you guys set that up. But guys, we're technically running a business. Yes, the company's gonna have their own rules, but that's because how they run their company. So then you got your own rules. You gotta have your own rules of operation and engagement, that kind of thing. So that means you gotta have a mutual respect going. You gotta respect the company that you work for, and then the company respects you back. And sometimes they respect you. If you don't respect them back, then it's just not gonna work out. Because what are they gonna do? They're just not gonna tell you. They don't have to tell you nothing. There's no contract saying that they have to work with you. You're a contractor. They don't owe you nothing. So that means if they don't find your load, they think they don't owe you to find a load. This is why it's important to develop that relationship, that trust between the company, to where they know you're gonna do good work for them. So they might have these other drivers, they just don't perform. They're late all the time. They complain. They don't take some of the short runs that they offer. So what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna call you because you're a yes man. I'm not saying be a butt kisser. I'm not saying that. I'm a yes, no yes type of guy. I either say yes or no, and a lot of times I have to say no. But I work with mutual respect with the company. I'm not gonna try to. I'm not running their business. I'm running my business. So I either have to say yes or no, and I'm gonna be really respectful about it because you don't want to lose that respect, guys. You don't want to burn that ship, and not because of that. I mean, that's just gotta be how you run your business. It's real important, and that goes for any company. And you have to ask yourself sometimes, how would if I get put in that situation where I'm looking for a load? And some of you guys will be in that situation. Some of you guys are future companies. I might not be one of them. I have a company that's open. I have 2 of them. Actually, I had 3 of them before, expediting companies. But I'm not planning to grow that company. Sometimes I did, but that's because I think about multiple streams of income. This is another video that I would like to talk to you guys about, how you could actually take advantage of that when you're actually working or not working, doing this. But this is something important to try to do. This is the way millionaires earn money, is through multiple streams of income. But yeah, guys, try to, find a company that you're willing to work with. They're willing to work with you. Develop that mutual respect and go for it. As promised, a good place to look for a company is a website. It's called expeditersonline.com. And everybody already knows about the website. And I wish somebody told me about this website when I first started this business in 2007, because guys, I don't know. I just don't know how things worked. Nobody could really tell me. When I started making $4,000 a month, man, I thought I was killing it. Now I'm doing between 8 and 10, and I'm thinking, how could I make more money? I'm not greedy. It's just because we got so much time on our hands. There's just so much that you could do, guys. You just realize, there's something I'm working on, guys, that I want to show you. And this is gonna be just up to you. It's on your own time. I'm not trying to sell you nothing, but there's ways that I'm realizing how to take opportunity of this time and take it to the next level. But anyways, guys, visit expeditersonline.com. Look at all the companies that's out there. Read the blogs that people write and stuff, and figure out for yourself which company you want. If you want to work with one of the companies I work with, and I'm only gonna name this one because I'm not gonna name the other one because they're not hiring, so there's no reason for me to name them. They're just special when it comes to that. It's basically, well, I'm just not even gonna get into that. It's not important. But a good company to work with right now, they're still a new company, but they're a really respectful company, and they're called Carolina Logistics. I really enjoy working with them. Sometimes I'm working for two companies, guys, and sometimes I'm only working for one. But here's the thing, guys. They are really good, man. They get loads like this, man. I'm telling you. And if you don't mind all those calls during the day, work with them. They're going to find you something. They're good guys. I'm telling you. But I stay so busy just with my old company that I've been working for a long time that it's really difficult. It's really difficult to make this decision because ultimately I'm going to get paid the same thing. And it's like, I can't really split myself up for two companies. They both work great. And that's the hardest thing, guys. I can't really, it's hard to make the decision which company to work with because when they're both good, it's like you're either going to piss off both of them, you're going to piss off one of them because they're fighting each other now for the loads. And guys, that's what happens. It's unfortunate, but I don't want to have a price war with companies trying to win the loads, and they want to do that. But what's going to happen is it's going to create trouble for you because now they're bidding the loads for less, and it means the freight's going to go down in price. But that's a whole another story. But anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it insightful. If there's another video you want me to make, please put it in the comments below. I would love to do that for you guys. I can't believe how much I'm talking. It's just too much. And I'm staying on topic, guys. As you can tell, I've been really trying hard to just try to stay on topic, stay on point. But I like to give examples of what I do because instead of just talking and saying, do this, that's it. I would rather have somebody give me examples because I'd rather spend like 30 minutes on listening to what somebody else does and then come up with my own strategy than just like down the book. Well, we all could read that. We're not stupid. We could read how this stuff works. But anyways, guys, I got another video coming that is going to be how I actually pick up loads. I already did that video. It's fully edited. I gotta post it to you guys sometimes after this video. But if you guys haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. A lot of interesting stuff is coming. And if you please would hit a like, I would really appreciate it because as you notice, I'm really trying to grow on YouTube and I've been doing really good. Oh yes, I forgot to mention this. I probably should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I'm just not going to mention it at the end. I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 4K action camera on I'm going to announce this giveaway. So you guys actually, if you stay this long, you're getting sort of like a sneak peek of what I'm doing. But I might say this in other videos as well so people will know. So to anybody that subscribes or comments on my video, I'm going to choose a winner at the end of October. Because it's Christmas time, guys, and I want to do something special for you guys. You guys have been special, to me by leaving comments, by watching my videos, and I want to do something special for you guys. So I'm just gonna like announce and that what camera I'm gonna be giving away. I'm gonna do unboxing of it, but I'm gonna give you guys away a brand new camera, not that particular camera. I'm gonna do all the testing. So you'll see if this camera is even worth it, you know. And even if you don't win, you'll be able to find out, hey, this camera's pretty good, you know. I might buy one, you know. So that's one idea that I wanted to do, is sort of show you kind of what the camera's about and give it away, you know, basically. And I'm gonna use the other one because I'm always using cameras to record stuff. So, you know, when I went shopping for them, I bought two. So I'm thinking I'm gonna give this one away to you guys. You know, no strings attached. Well, kind of attached. You gotta be subscribed and you gotta comment, and you comment has to say something nice, you know, which they always do, guys. That's like not even a problem, but that's just a general rule. Somebody writes some bad comment and you're just not gonna be chosen, you know. But anyways, guys, the whole world qualifies. I'll ship it anywhere in the world as long as shipping works in that country. I'm guessing if the internet works, then yeah, it works. So yeah, you don't have to pay for shipping. I'm paying for everything. So this is going to be the main one. Is going to be announced the first, and the reason I'm going to do the first, I'm going to do it the proper way. I want to show you guys the camera, show you everything, and we're going to do some tests on it, and later on videos, some following up videos and stuff to that. And in a month, all those people that watch that video, a winner is going to be chosen from that list of people. And this is actually, guys, if this works out pretty good, if I'm gonna get a lot of viewers and subscribers and stuff, and this works out pretty good, I want to do this every month. I will choose some kind of nice, interesting product, something maybe technology. I really like technology, and give it away. But I'm sure I'm gonna be giving away some other stuff too, maybe on top of that, you know. So something to think about. I just think it creates a little bit of interest. My channel already been long enough, and I'm really appreciative of you guys for me to start giving back to you guys. And I know I give back by you know, giving you guys all the supplies, but guys, I enjoyed it so much. This does not feel like anything that's hard for me to do. This is so super easy for me to do, and I love doing it, guys. So thank you so much once again for watching this video, and God bless you guys. Take care of yourself and stay safe out there. And remember, if you got any questions, put it in the comments below. I will definitely help you with that. So see you in my next video, guys, and I'll explain a little bit better about what it's going to take to win the camera in other videos. So God bless you guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.